I think when I first saw you, where was that at? I'm trying to remember. It'll come to me. But anyway.
Somewhere on Hotel Street? No.
I'm trying to remember.
Hubba, maybe?
Hubba, I wasn't like, let's see, I got here in 87.
Oh, okay.
So Hubba, I think
it was gone by then.
It was defunct, yeah.
No, I never worked there. That was kind of a joke.
Yeah, I know.
I don't want to ruin my reputation here. Well, let's see. My first gig here was with the Nate Kanai Trio. We were kind of a new band. I put my name up at the Union when I got here, and Nate was looking for a singer. We were rehearsing in his garage, and the GM of the Holiday Inn, which is now the Marriott in Waikiki, the Holiday Inn at the time, came out to Nate's garage and auditioned us and hired us.
Okay.
So we were there for a couple of years. Then I went to work for Kit Sampson at the Kahala Hilton, and worked for him for a couple of years, and worked for Mel Kabang, believe it or not. Was his singer with a wonderful band. Danny Couch was in the band, and it was a really great band at the old Hickory Steakhouse, which was built for Mel in the 80s. Did you ever know Mel Kabang? Or?
Yes, I did. I met him once.
Comic, yeah.
You know who I remember now. It was with Del Courtney Orchestra.
Oh, that's where you saw me. Okay, yeah, I was Del's girl singer, Jimmy Borges.
Right, and you and Jimmy. That's right. I remember that.
That was a real honor to be able to sing with a big band. I mean, not many people get that chance.
Yeah.
And from that, I was able to work with the Symphony and headline 7 or 8 concerts, and then was invited to be Jimmy's partner in his Frank Sinatra concerts. So we did 3 of those. And Jimmy tells me I'm the only woman to do Nelson Riddle's arrangements for Jimmy, his symphonic arrangements. So I'm pretty honored to do that.
Yeah, no. Did you have any doubts? I know you were young, like you say, you started off at 10 or anything. But do most kids, when they start out, do they have in their mind about having any doubts about they're going to be the greatest entertainer of the world? Are they really going to be successful?
I never thought that.
Mm-hmm.
Never thought that. What my plan was, my definition of success was that if you could make a living doing what you love, you were successful.
There you go.
And my teacher always made it very clear to me that there was always going to be somebody better than me. So that was her way of making sure I stayed in check, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
It's easy for kids to get full of themselves when they're constantly praised, and I don't think you can give a kid too much love. Sometimes you might be able to give them too much praise if it's not really warranted. Too much love isn't possible. Too much praise, I think, is possible. But she helped me, I think, stay a bit modest. I've probably grown less modest over the years. I try not to be obnoxious, but no, I never thought I would be a big. I never looked for that. I never looked to be a star, quote unquote. I just wanted to be able to make a living singing because it's what I love to do, and it seemed to bring people pleasure, and it seemed important because of that.
You've been around here for quite some time doing everything,
yeah.
TV and theater.
Right.
I guess you played about every theater here, right?
I think I have, except I haven't done Kumu Kahua.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't really done anything at TAG. I musical directed a show for TAG, and I'm in discussion with Brad Powell, one of the directors of TAG, to possibly do something for them. And I've done something at HPU, and am in discussion to do something to repeat Rosie's Place, which is an original musical that Joyce Maltby and her husband Norman Burroughs wrote. Joyce is the director of the HPU Theater. So that might be happening this year. But yeah, Diamond Head Theater when it was Honolulu Community Theater, Manoa Valley Theater when it was HPAC. Let's see what else. Even Leeward Community College Theater.
Army Community Theater.
Army Community Theater, of course, with Benita Smith and now Brett Harwood. So I kind of fell into that, just was lucky because I really couldn't afford to do community theater. As you know, it really doesn't pay a living wage, so I was singing 6 nights a week, and I couldn't see how I could possibly sing 6 nights a week and still do theater, and I really couldn't. So it was a while. I was here about 10 years before I took some time off to do theater. And it was Funny Girl, the first thing that I had to audition for, and boy, did I audition. I kept going back and back. They just weren't sure because they didn't really know me, and they only knew me as a nightclub singer, and they thought, oh, I'm not sure she's an actress, you know. And people tend to pigeonhole you and see you as one thing, you know.
Yeah, I've seen you perform at Army Theater. Is music actually your therapy?